Peggy 18.
Standing on the edge of the crater, like the prophets once said, and the ashes are all cold now, no more bullets, and the embers are dead. Whispers in the air tell the tales of the brothers gone. Desolation, devastation. What a mess we made when it all went wrong. Watching from the edge of the circus for the games to begin. Gladiators draw their swords, form their ranks for Armageddon. I'm nuclear, I'm wild, I'm breaking up inside. A heart of broken glass, deep found, deep inside the abandoned child. Standing on the edge of the underworld, looking at the abyss, and I'm hoping for some miracle to break out, to escape from all this. Whispers in the air tell the tale of a life that's gone. Desolation, devastation. What a mess we made when it all went wrong. I'm nuclear, I'm wild, I'm breaking up inside. A heart of broken glass, deep found, deep inside the abandoned
We're not burying them at sea. What then?
We'll make diamonds from their ashes. Take them into battle with us.
A shining light to our brothers in arms, even in death.
We are diamond dogs. your sorrow to the heartless sea. I will always be with you.
Talk about one heck of a delay. That game was supposed to come out in 1984. We just now got it. What's up, Ronnie? Hello, Friendly Tiger. Welcome back. Yeah, you're gonna die a lot in Dark Souls, of course. I'm pretty sure you know about that, Ronnie, ahead of time. You know, it pretty much has a reputation for that. I have it on PC, and I stopped playing it on PC probably about the halfway point because it was just glitchy as hell. Like, I'd be running forward and just fall through the geometry of the world, and it just started really ticking me off. I've heard the console ports are pretty stable, fortunately, so that's good. So I hope you're enjoying it on the Switch. But back to Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Oh no, my real name is Ken Williams and I'm in Erie, Pennsylvania. Oh crap, I said that again. I don't really care. I'm not popular enough to stalk, so I don't care who knows who I am. Besides, my YouTube channel is named Ken Williams, same thing for my Twitter, so surprise. But yeah, so hopefully tonight, not gonna have any more double glitches that happened like on the last mission, like the first time. Trying to get the interpreter and the Viscount out. Viscount refused to show up. The game refused to spawn him in and bring him to the hut where he needed to be. So I just extracted out the translator. It was like, okay, sure, he should be coming soon. Never came. Restarted the mission. Found out where the Viscount was. Ran and grabbed him while the interpreter was running around doing his stuff like pre-programmed. And the game said, oh yeah, you're all done with the mission, just get out of there. And it said that I had the interpreter already, who was still in the mission world running around interrogating everybody. So it glitched twice, but the second time was in my favor. So I'm like, okay, good enough, I'm quitting. It's like, I'm stopped from tonight, it works, that's it. Yeah, so that's the weird thing. Like the first one, I think it was like right before you went to bed last night, Friendly Tiger, was that I extracted out the interpreter because the game glitched and refused to bring the Viscount, the other person I needed. So I extracted out the interpreter and then restarted the mission, and then it basically, it said the game said like, okay, you have the interpreter still, but he's in the mission walking around and interrogating everybody. So it's like it glitched again, but it said that I had him at that time. I'm like, whatever, I'm getting out of here, I'm bailing. So so it worked in my favor. So it glitched twice in a row. First time screwed me over, second time worked. But Ronnie, my question to you for Dark Souls for the Switch is it like 60 frames per second or is it 30? Because I know you're playing it on the Switch.
One of the latest missions to come in is connected to the walker gears. This could be our chance to close in on Cypher. Take a
30.
look at your mission
Yeah, okay.
list.
That makes sense because even the PC version was 30 frames per second, but you can actually mod it to be 60. And I was thinking at first that had problems with it, like that was causing some of the glitches, but unfortunately I set it back to 30 and I'd still randomly fall through the world and stuff. But Dark Souls 2 I liked a little bit better. I haven't played 3 really. I think I played like the first opening level of 3, but I didn't get into it. As well as games that I pirated and found out, okay, it does work on my PC, my old computer, and then I deleted it off and put it on my wish list for Steam. Haven't really gone back to it ever since. But 2 I liked because it ran 60 frames a second, and that's really crucial for these games. Demon's Souls was fun. That's like the whole game that started everything. Like if you get a PlayStation 3, I think you still have your PlayStation 3. Demon's Souls you could probably pick up for like $10 or less, probably, I'd guess. And that's basically the game before Dark Souls, so you can see like the influence of it. It's not as hard as Dark Souls in my opinion, but it's a lot of fun still. So if you like Dark Souls, definitely recommend to pick that up. If you have a PlayStation 4, really recommend to pick up Bloodborne 2, because not Bloodborne 2, but Bloodborne, 2 TOO. I don't want people thinking that there's a Bloodborne game they don't know about yet. Like, oh my god, there's a sequel to Bloodborne? No, there should be, there needs to be, but there's not. Alright, so the goal for today is to go down and track down the legendary legendary Gunsmith. I have Dark Souls on my mind now, so... Legendary Gunsmith, I need him. Let's see... yeah, Watcher.
Unit dispatched.
So we're gonna track down the legendary Gunsmith. We're gonna listen to some annoying, boring tapes just to get them out of the way.
Bipedal weapons have popped up around Africa.
When did that start? No more than 6 months ago. Didn't really hit
Let's
me
do
until
this
I
first.
came here. They're not supposed to be in use yet. Emmerich says they were still doing the last round of fine-tuning.
Actually, what I need to do first is I need to visit Mother Base.
Please select a landing zone. Heading to
If you don't visit Mother Base every so often, morale drops among your troops, and which is not a good thing because it leads them to becoming dissatisfied. You'll actually have people quit. So you don't want those things to happen. So it's good to go back to Mother Base every so often to just make sure everybody can see that you're there. It's kind of funny. I don't know why, really. I mean, I don't get upset when a CEO of whatever company I'm working at doesn't come to my place every 3 days, but in the game world it does.
Boss, I need to talk to you about this. Quiet. Can you meet me at her cell here on the base? Whenever's fine. Thanks.
Oh, well, I wasn't going to, but since you said thanks, I'm gonna make the time just for you, Revolver Ocelot.
Mission list updated.
Well, I'm glad you're really liking your Switch though, Ronnie. I mean, my Switch is nothing but a pure Bayonetta 2 machine, and eventually become a Bayonetta 3 machine that gets announced. Like, it's been announced, but it's just not, you know, we haven't seen any gameplay or anything yet, so it's gonna be a while. Yeah, Revolver, nice a lot. Salute me!
Boss.
Revolver Ocelot. Okay, boy, that's like a loaded question, Friendly Tiger. There's no real way to quickly and easily describe it, but I'll try my best. Revolver Ocelot showed up in Metal Gear Solid, the first of the series, okay? Because, of course, you're coming in at number 5, so that makes things a little bit trickier. He was a bad guy, and he was basically known for his revolvers he carried, spinning them around, being all super fancy. He's also crazy as hell. But, then you find out he's actually like a double, triple agent for a lot of different agencies. You run into him in every single game. It's rather complicated, but for some reason in this game, he is your friend. Whereas he was your adversary in every single game except for this one. So, yeah, it's kind of weird. In the other games, he was known for being outlandish and making, like, hand gestures and, like, you're pretty good, and going on crazy speeches, and in this one, he's, like, the complete and total exact opposite. He is the voice of reason. The other games, he was also known for torturing people. He liked torturing people for information. He got a kick out of it. So, and in this one, like, he will still torture people, but he doesn't really like to do it. It's kind of weird. I mean, he's like a masochist. He's a sadist, I should say, in the other games except for this one. This game, while fun, screwed up a lot of things about multiple characters and situations. But I definitely suggest, you know, go through and play the Metal Gear Solid games if you can. Either, if your computer's good enough, emulate it, or I'd probably suggest if you just want to quickly run through things, play the Twin Snakes, which is the GameCube remake of Metal Gear Solid 1. It has Metal Gear Solid 2 stuff in there, like for mechanics game-wise, which breaks it completely, but it makes it faster and kind of more comical to play. But yeah, it's like Revolver Ocelot is this crazy normal villain, except for he really liked the boss, which is who I'm supposed to be, and he's your ally in this, so... Just keep an open mind, though, when you do play... If you do go and start playing the Metal Gear Solid games, that the controls are not what you're used to. I mean, they really did improve as time went on, especially Metal Gear Solid 1, because that's 20 years old now. And you can really tell with the game mechanics how it's definitely changed. Alright, let's go see our awesome buddy Quiet. Hi there. Enjoy your concussion. You're gonna stand up, you're gonna salute me, you're gonna say thanks for that, boss, and morale will be increased.
Thank you, boss.
See? I'm psychic.
Send me out on a mission, boss.
Hey, Ocelot. You guys started talking to me, buddy? Why, hello there.
She, refuses to wear clothes.
I don't see a problem with that. Being a male who's attracted to
Last staff
women.
member who tried to dress her, breathing through tubes. Other than that, she's completely cooperative. She understands English, but she never speaks, sweats, or breathes.
What?
Nani?
Well, not with lungs, at least. She breathes through her skin. Clothing would suffocate her.
Yeah, he does something. Depth of field, you suck. PC, you can turn it off.
She can't be
Oh, she's got a mole on her back.
What's wrong with her?
She's drinking through her skin.
Yeah, I said Ocelot's the voice of reason. He's like the doctor. He's everything in this
She
version
just can't move
of the
when she's
game.
taking in water. Look,
That's another way you can mess with her too when you do the boss fight. If you have the weather modification, you can actually turn on the rain. She'll stop and shake like that, and you can just get a free hit.
see that? She hasn't eaten a thing since she got here.
She doesn't eat either?
That's what I just said.
Never.
Were you listening to me?
It's photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis. That's the verdict from the medical staff.
No, the jury's still out.
You're trying to get a
It's the
tan,
only
but you're in the
explanation
shade,
for what
honey.
we've seen. The GRU had a man with that ability in its Cobra unit. Now, we don't think she's contagious, but some of the staff can't stomach her. It's starting to affect morale.
What does what mean, friendly tiger?
Can't you send her on a mission?
By herself? No. But as you know, she does have skill. Why not take her out on one of your missions? She seems to like you. Of course, only if you think she'll be useful.
She basically is like a
Go out and
plant.
Keep her in mind.
She needs sunlight in order to convert that into like fuel, like we would food into energy for our bodies.
Side op completed.
Hey, Ocelot.
That won't work on me. I've had drug resistance training.
These are train stops in Japan.
2 + 2 = 5. 2 + 2 = 5.
This is a reference to 1984.
That won't work on me. I've had drug resistance training.
Okay, you're all done. Blueprint! Yes, it's the flimsiest of excuses. That's why I like Yoko Taro, who basically made Nier Automata, which is, by the way, if you have not played that game, get it on PC, which has been drastically improved. There's an unofficial FAR patch. Download that if you have the PC. If you have PlayStation 4, get that. Xbox One, it's even on that now. Play Nier Automata. The reason why I bring that up is because Pat, by the way, hi Pat, basically he's like, someone's like, why did you make, 2B, the android, so sexy? He's like, I like women. Kojima, instead of saying the same thing, it was like, well, she has to be able to breathe through her skin because she's like a plant or whatever. It's like, you don't need an excuse to put a like supermodel, attractive known model in a bikini for your game, dude. It's like, we get it. It's cool. If you're upset by those things, you're probably not playing this game anyway. Words, yeah, alright. So, what else? Can I develop anything right now? Actually, I need to send somebody else out on a mission, and we're gonna jump into the side missions.
Please select a mission.
I've played like Nier Automata a couple times on stream, but I've never really gone through and done a complete total playthrough. Just remember, if you do pick up Nier Automata on my recommendation, which you really should, you can't go wrong. I'd be surprised if you didn't like the game. Make sure that you do not stop, because there's like 26 endings, one for every letter of the alphabet, okay? A lot of them are joke endings. A through E as in Edward are the main game endings there. So a lot of people, what I've talked to at first, are like, I just got to the first ending A and I stopped. I'm like, no, keep going. B is a slog because you have two characters. You have 2B and 9S. So you play through the game first off as 2B, and then you switch and you play through the same game, like the same part again, but with 9S. And that part's a slog, because you've already seen through things before, but now you're seeing it from his perspective of how the events unfolded. After that first part, which if you run through takes about 3 to 4 hours or so, after that, it completely opens up. It's like a brand new game. It's like a sequel to itself inside the same game, which is wild. And that's where things really take off and become amazing. I mean, it's a good game up to that point, but then like it gets insane, completely off the rails. But it's amazing, especially the soundtrack. The soundtrack to Nier Automata is mind blowing. It is Nier Automata, or Automata, or Onomatopoeia, or whatever you want to call it. It's available on the PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. And I highly, highly recommend it. It is amazing.
Roger.
Looks like we're triggering a cutscene. I think this is where they show off her skills. Yeah. She's not ready to be deployed yet, but I don't think she is.
Weather surveillance indicates turbulence out there. Try not to get knocked out of the sky.
Got it.
I still love how everybody can talk to each other easily underneath a helicopter that's running. So those things are loud as hell. Especially Blackhawks, good lord. It's like, dude, hide and seek. Come on.
Quiet. Where does she think she's going?
You want to head out with the boss?
That'll be the day.
I don't see a problem with it, so long as she's with you. She's a crack shot, damn fine scout. Well suited for a clandestine op. Which is more than I can say for the others.
There's nothing damn fine about this.
I hate everything. I'm a grudgy old man. Get off my lawn.
Here.
Hey,
Blades.
wait a minute. That thing costs a lot of money.
Cool thing is too about this version of the game is that actually it's like every version's the same way here, but those blades are actually spinning the correct speed. So when it slows down like that, it's not a trick like a rendering. Those blades are actually moving that fast, just to show off their engine.
She can see each individual blade. And her depth perception.
You want in?
This is ridiculous. She doesn't talk. How could you possibly stay in communication?
I think she could hum an annoying song at me the entire game. That might work.
Right. I like working solo anyway.
No! Take her with you! Boss, you suck. Nah, she'll be coming along.
Development project has been added.
Looks like you've gotten used to working
What?
quiet. I don't see a problem with giving her some new weapons.
What?
I've already talked it over with the R&D team.
No, you can't come with me. By the way, she's available and she can deploy with you on your next mission. What? Somebody didn't program that right, I'm pretty sure. Well, the good news is Quiet's now deployable, and she is friggin' amazing. She is like, I will never use D-Dog again, just about.
Unit function
Is she even
added.
in the plane here with
Being
me?
a scout sniper, there are
No,
two
she's not.
tasks you can give Quiet. The first is to infiltrate an outpost ahead of you
I
and
think I
scout
like
out
her.
the enemy's positions. The second is to send her to a sniping position and have her cover your infiltration. The kind of sniper support she'll provide will depend on the weapon you give her. Of course, this is all assuming she's willing to follow orders.
Yeah, at first she doesn't really follow like a whole lot of like orders for you. She's not as responsive, but of course the more that you develop your bond with her, by taking her out on missions and completing things like that, it goes up pretty quickly. Let's see, base facilities. Combat platform. Ooh, I'm getting pretty low on common metal. That's gonna suck.
Commencing platform construction.
But the more people you have for combat, the more that's available to deploy. Because I mean, on the PC version, I can basically send like 9 units of people out for missions, so that's pretty cool. Let's see, what do we have
Please
for
specify
quiet?
project.
Guilty butterfly. I can't develop that yet. What do I need? Bond level of 20. Oof. So you can also give her a tranquilizer gun. Right now, she just basically has a full-blown sniper rifle. And Wicked Butterfly, that's silenced. Sinful Butterfly is like a 50 cal. Probably actually it looks like more like a 416 Lapua, probably. Naked, where she's just covered in blood. Then silver, then gold. But what I like, let's see, I don't think I have it in here just yet, is basically her XOF uniform, like from the beginning of the game. That looks really cool and tactical. I don't know if that's just a PC thing or something that unlocks later. Alright, so... Task arm.
Please
Metal Gear
specify
micromanagement.
project.
Electromagnetic mine, that's pretty neat. Okay then, one last thing to check. Helicopter, make sure I got everything in there that I need, and then we're gonna roll
Specify
out.
project.
So, yeah, that's equipped. Missiles, let's get that going. Flares, so I'll get my butt shot down. Really want armor. That's R&D. Oh, one away from putting armor on, so I can take more damage and be stupid. Resources. Let's sell, yeah, more precious metals. That's pretty decent. Okay. Now we're gonna do the Gunsmith missions. Try to find that dude. Let's see. Generic Gunsmith. Let's get the interpreter first. Let's get him
Please
out of the way.
select a landing zone.
And yeah, that should
Heading
do.
to Central Africa.
So Quiet right now, you want to be careful using her. She's really good for like scouting things out and marking enemies. But she has an unsilenced sniper rifle, so it will draw attention if she starts shooting. Okay, I don't need night vision goggles for this.
Deploying.
So it's kind of weird when you first get Quiet. The game doesn't really tell you how to use her, which is a little bit confusing. because you're thinking like, okay, I have her, and like everyone else kind of follows you around, and you don't have anything really other than like to talk to her over the radio, which sounds like terse, like you're angry, like quiet, because she keeps humming at you type deal and singing constantly, as you'll hear. But she's used basically through the menu itself. Like you can bring up the map, and then you can select either attack points, or you can, like basically you can get her into a position that's best to shoot people, or you can send her out to scout a place, which is what you want to do ahead of time. I'll send her off to scout whatever I'm going to be heading to, and have her do it ahead of time, so when I finally get there myself, pretty much everybody's marked up. Grenades, capture cage, all good. Hi there.
Quiet.
Alright, so let's send her out. Where do I need to go? Up here. Let's mark
Marker
that.
placed.
And have her scout this area. So she's gonna run off in that direction. And she's really fast. I don't think there's like many animals around this section, unfortunately. I'm trying to remember where the zebras are at. I think they're around the
Buddy has
Nova Braga
infiltrated
Airport.
our- The map has been updated.
Need to get some zebras for my zoo. Or if you're British, zebras.
Marker removed. Marker placed. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. The map analysis complete.
See, there she is right back here. So if you want, you can like target a person, like look at them through your scope, and then tell her to shoot them, basically, like kill this target. It takes about a couple seconds, but she'll do it.
Analysis complete. Sun will set shortly. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
Alright.
Analysis complete.
There is another guy. There we go. I saw him back here. There we go.
Guard post captured.
Possibly.
Where are your friends?
The map has
Remember,
been
I need a
present
translator for
detected.
Africans. I can't
The
understand
map
what they're
has
saying.
been
Afrikaans. I
placed.
think they call it not Africans. Afrikaans.
Hands up. Speak. Where are your friends?
What language is that?
Has been detected.
It's like I didn't kick you in the groin or anything, did I? Let's see, this is under... Can't get that. I don't know, it might still be. Because, I mean, technically I'm supposed to be trying to find an interpreter, and everybody seems to be able to understand me through radio conversations, so...
Analysis complete.
You gonna extract him?
Why do you ask that every time? You know what I'm doing. You know what I'm all about. I'm building my army.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Spit it out. Where are your friends?
The map has been... You have arrived at your destination. Marker placed. You have arrived at your destination.
Getting tired of her humming yet? Like I said, she does it a lot. It is the soundtrack to this game. Let's see, so I can't have her scout in here yet. There's only certain places you can do, like outposts. So she won't scout random places, but sometimes if you send her to like an attack position, she won't actually attack unless I tell her to. She also has, it's not one of the things that's not showing right now, you see to the right, fire, kill enemy. But I think, I don't think it's available right now at this moment until the bond goes a little higher. But she has the ability to cover me. So basically she'll just start opening fire on anybody she sees at that point. Whether they're attacking me or not, she'll just like, oh, there's a bad guy, pop pop. Just start taking everybody out.
We've heard there's an Afrikaans English interpreter operating somewhere in that
Extraction
area.
arrived
If
at
you
the
extract him,
base.
it could be plenty useful for us.
Okay, people or something over here. It's a goat. You will make fine additions to my terrible petting zoo. And that was a mistake. Alright. Supply drop.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested.
Well, we know that whoever it is an
Enemy
earshot. They're
presence
probably up here.
detected. The map has been... Analysis complete.
Usually like two guys, I want to say, up there.
Supply drop complete.
Now, eventually, like, when you start developing weapons, you'll start getting things like level 2 suppressors. Like, right now this is a level 1, so it barely lasts anything. Level 2, of course, goes up higher, 3, and then you can even develop guns that have internal built-in suppressors that do not wear out. But those usually cost a lot of money to build, and then they also cost, like, a lot of resources to use as well. I have one for... I think it's like the sniper rifle I have, the 50 cal on the computer version. And it's like literally will take like 500 gold every time I use it, which is an absurd amount just for a sniper rifle.
Marker placed. Extraction arrived at the mother base. You have arrived at your destination.
Holy crap, dude.
Your destination.
Alright, there he is. So, might as well. I mean, early in the game, it's kind of good just to extract everybody you see. Just because they're usually replacing lower-end people anyway, so... And this game will automatically fire, like, if you reach the maximum staff capacity, it will automatically fire whoever's lowest, like, in total pool. So let's say I have, like, nothing but... Let's say I have, like, a B-rank soldier, and then, like, in my combat team and everything else is full, and I pick up an S rank, it'll fire the lowest person. Hey, you want a job?
Spit it out. Where are the others?
The map has been updated.
Wow, I am dropping a bunch of frames. I apologize. I really need to call Spectrum because this is beginning to be quite frequently. Just having dips in internet.
You gotta extract him.
Extraction arrived at mother base. Development project has been added.
I think that the guy I'm looking for is in... Okay, this is Afghanistan. Let's see, side ops, important. Eliminate tank. No, Legendary Gunsmith is here in Africa, but he is a little ways out. Okay.
Marker placed. Marker removed.
So I need to get my butt all the way down here. Okay, no problem.
Marker placed.
So with side op missions, as long as you are... Yeah, that's what I'm going to do is I want to call in the D-Walker to get me there faster. So as long as you're in like open world like this, and if you walk into one of those blue circles, you automatically trigger the start of that side op mission. So buddy support, I'm going to switch off the D-Walker for now.
Please select a drop point.
I mean, you can take a Jeep, they can go quickly, but I mean, this thing is the fastest, and I have to go 2,000 meters, so... Yeah, that's quite a distance, that's over a mile.
Buddy has arrived.
Come back here. Wrong weapon. Goats. Goat. I demand sacrifice. Okay, so, since I'm being an idiot and using up most of my suppressor already, because it's a level 1 and it's terrible. Oh wow, I got a long ways to go. Let's put it over...
Development complete.
Let's see, Siva Camp. That's kind of a bad place to be. Let's drop it right about here. What is this? What is that mission over there? Just out of curiosity. Prisoner extraction? Nah. Okay. I love how everything just teleports magically to you. So this guy also has a gun. He's got 2 of them. You gotta admit though, this would be a lot of fun to do in real life, like an extreme go-kart. Zebras! Did they disappear on me? Oh, there they are. Gillian Seed? I have no idea what that is, to be honest, Ronnie. You would have to explain a little more to me about that. I got zebras. Ah, yes. It's been a long time since I played Snatcher. But there was actually, it was weird. There is actually a Snatcher reference in Ground Zero as one of the side missions. Because you play as Raiden in it, and you're actually taking care of the Snatchers. It's like, it's kind of funny. It's like, haha, throwback. Let's go this way. Go around a long way.
Marker placed.
Unfortunately, one of the things that they had planned in Ground Zeroes was, and everyone was like, why? Was the ability to basically get in a helicopter and have it fly to different locations in the world, like on that small, dinky little first level. It didn't make sense, but in this game it would have been better, but unfortunately you can't call the helicopter and just have them zip you over to one place to the other, which kind of sucks. Don't know why I didn't really implement it. It would have been really handy, because you have to go back to the air, like the mission loading area, and then you can drop back in. But you just can't drop from, like, fly to one place to another like you can on Mother Base. What do you mean, probably sucks? It does. I mean, yeah, I told you that earlier. I also told Ronnie as well. I sent him a message there too. It's like, posted up on my social media that I was at Walmart today, and they had PlayStation Classics there, and they were not selling any of them. They had like a full display case, and none of them were buying. No one was selling them, like buying them at all. Away it goes. Yeah, I mean, it just does not... The more you keep hearing about it, it's just not panning out. Well, they're PAL versions of the games. 9 out of the 20 games are PAL versions, which are going to run 16% slower, which is crazy. Who wants to play games in slow motion? Not me. Like I said, it's like, I have... You know, I linked it to you, Ronnie, to, like, the, RetroArch and everything. Whoa, this is going to be a problem. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. People are gonna come running now because I have the wrong weapon out.
Analysis complete.
It's no good, boss. Attacking like that won't cut it. Aim somewhere else, or change to a different weapon.
Don't tell me what to do. You don't know me. So let's call Quiet back in after I greedily get my things here. And let's see, buddy support. Let's have her scout.
Please select a deployment. Dispatch requested. Analysis Analysis complete. Buddy departing area of operations.
But yeah, I mean, like, I have to finish that thought before I, like, jumped down the wrong, completely bad area. Yeah, like, RetroArch, I mean, I sent you the link there for on it, but, like, if anybody else wants it, like, I actually put all the files together in one spot.
Subject on board.
So you can get yourself set up with RetroArch. It's even the same core that's in the PlayStation Classic, if you want it yourself. You'll just need to find the ROMs yourself, which MU Paradise is a good place to do it. Yes, people think that MU Paradise is closed up, but guess what? All the games are still there. You just gotta just YouTube, or not YouTube, but Google MU Paradise workaround, and you can still download all the games you want.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
You gotta extract him.
The map has been updated.
I don't know why, but dolphin diving like this works.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Now, the funny thing is, you know, I told Pat about this earlier, and Ronnie also sent me the same link, but
Please, supplies requested.
for the PlayStation Classic, you can actually, like, they stripped out all the emulator options from that core, from the PCSX Rearmed. Pardon me. But if you plug in a keyboard
Supply drop
and hit the escape key, it brings up all the emulator options. So you can add scan lines in, you can add on different filters and stuff, but the danger of that is that sometimes it will lock up the system. So it might brick it up. Like one guy, like I had seen earlier, a video on him doing it, it actually bricked his PlayStation. He had to restore it real quick. Okay, so where is this specialist? I mean, like, my specialist is over here. They usually have a yellow dot next to their name. CFA soldier, CFA soldier. It's like, you see, like, the triangle here. If it's one of their specialists, they'll have a yellow triangle, like, or a yellow dot right next to their marking. So it's not helping. But apparently it turns out the PlayStation 4 version is kind of glitchy, so I believe, like, RetroArch, there are so many things, like the I use now the Beetle, PlayStation Beetle HW, I think it is. Now you can do all sorts of stuff. You can get rid of the texture warping that's found in all those PlayStation games. You can actually remove that out and it looks amazing. You can increase the resolution, the texture filtering, to make them look like better than they'd ever looked before. Like, I'm surprised it didn't even use, like, EPSXE instead. Because if you have EPSXE 2.0, games by default look amazing on that. You don't have to really do too much tweaking.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Well, since this game's kind of not telling me where he's at, I'm just gonna extract everybody. Thank you. That's the guy, way over there, finally. It's about freaking time.
subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
There's usually a cargo container around here that I can jump out on. I can just extract myself in. I actually plan on probably doing a PlayStation stream tomorrow. I'll take a day break from this game.
Complete.
Play some PlayStation games instead. You just wouldn't go down, dude. You had to do it the hard way.
Side op completed.
So guess what? That wasn't the legendary Gunsmith.
Drug expansion complete. Extraction.
Nope, that's just some
arrived at
other
Mother
schmuck.
Base. Analysis complete. Development project has been added.
See ya! Whee!
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Good.
Thank goodness I caught a gerbil. Thanks for the snack, boss. Alright.
Side ops list updated.
By the way, now you have quiet in here, you can just sit back and stare at her or zoom in on her. Hi. How are you doing? Oh god, she's looking at me. I better avert my eyes. Hey, what are you doing? Do you, fly in strange helicopters often? When she gets more like of her bond increase, she'll start like stretching and laying around and presenting her butt to you. I'm not kidding about that. Yeah, she's like, where did I go wrong in my life? I'm wearing a bikini with ripped pantyhose and some kind of like some blind guy, one-eyed helicopter. I breathe and drink through my skin. My dad's right, I should have been an accountant. So what else can I develop? Helicopter. I think I can get the armor now. Please. So if I'm extracting out and people see me or whatever, you know, or if I need to call in support, it will basically take more of the hits. Oh, I need to equip flares. Yes. Get armor. Yes, please. Please do that. What do I need for that? 38 R&D. Oof. That's big. Support team's got to go way up.
Please specify a project.
I just need that bond level. So I already went from a bond level of 3 to 9. Quiet's bond goes way up really quickly. You have to do like about 2 or 3 missions with her really, and all of a sudden she gets hers goes up.
Development project
A
is
bullhorn.
being added.
I think it's a shotgun.
Please select a mission.
Shotguns, decoys. Eventually, you start to see directional mines. You got to get rid of those things ASAP. There we go.
Please select a mission.
Also, the people who go out on these missions also get their stats improved too. So if they don't die, their stats actually do go up. So you can actually like have an A level up to like an A plus and so forth, which is kind of cool. But they stopped after a certain point. They don't just keep going infinitely.
Unit dispatched.
Decoys. I don't really care about decoys really too much. Shotguns and body armor. Let's get rid of body armor. Shotguns can be a real pain in the butt, though.
Unit dispatched.
Oh, wrong one. Exit out. Side ops. Alright. What is the main mission I'm missing out on
Please
that's trying to get me to
select a
do?
mission.
Okay, so this one basically you run in and you either extract or destroy some walker gears. It's kind of boring. You can cheat and use your invisibility, but extract materials containers. Heavy infantry, unlucky dog 2. Alright, so let's try this one again. Last time this glitched and the guy would not drop, so hopefully this time I'll have more success. Buddy will keep quiet. I have a sniper rifle. Switch this to Desert Fox. Always with the scarf because you gotta look fashionable. And equipment, let's put on some night vision. So now I have a tranquilized sniper rifle. I should be able to just target the guy's head as long as I don't, run into him from a distance and just pop him. Should, in theory, of course. Many things work in theory. Communism works in theory. My ability to headshot this guy might work in theory. Now, picking up these people, like these wandering soldiers type deal, does serve a purpose. Kind of flimsy one at best. Basically, they all have mementos and pictures of their times from the Peace Walker game. And that actually ties into a side story later on with Paz, who shows up mysteriously, not exploded for whatever reason. Even though you pretty much saw her explode into tiny little chunks, which is what put you in the coma. Why? They never explain it. Pardon me. It technically has to do with parasites. But why your wandering base soldiers are like this, they're not infected with parasites, so I don't know. It's something that they didn't think all the way through. Alright, so let's switch up to a sniper rifle. Let's have you scout kind of partially the area. You might pick them up. Oh, it's not gonna let me up that way. I'm probably running the entire... No, I'm running the right way. Okay. It's like, man, I'm going the wrong way.
Buddy has infiltrated out. The map has been updated. You have arrived. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Marker placed.
Somewhere around there. Okay. Quiet knows he's up there.
The map has been updated.
Okay, so she's standing by the snapping point, but I don't want her to murder anybody.
Development complete.
Okay, the dude alerted on me for a second. Like awareness. It's moving up the road. Now we join Warsaw for the most
You
dangerous
have
game.
arrived at your destination.
There he is.
Analysis
That's the
complete.
target. Is that one of our men from 9 years ago? Bring him
Bam.
home, boss.
That's why you need the tranquilized sniper rifle. Now, one other trick you can use is the cardboard box. Like, if they see the cardboard box at first, they'll stop and salute and realize who you are.
Side op
But it only
computed.
works one time. You can't use it every single
Subject
time.
on board. Leave the rest to us.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
So 2 were injured and 2 were killed on that last mission that completed.
Please select a mission.
Okay, so let's see what else we have. Is there any other side ops around here that I can do quickly? Afghanistan. No. Not really. Lucky dog. Heavy infantry. Mine clearing and tank. So tank is kind of close, but let's just get out of
Support
dodge for now.
helicopter requested.
Let's see. This should be a safe drop.
Clouds approaching.
Not clouds. Anything but clouds. The next thing you know, Zax will show up and Sids and Sephiroth. And it'll be just nothing but an emo party. just dodged that bullet. Alright. I've actually had that before, like sandstorm approaching. Go back to the AAC, wait a minute, go back and land, and it drops you right in the middle of a sandstorm. It's like, really? Hi there. You know, there's a cheers inside. Yeah, there you go. That's better. That was one of the things I was worried about when I first got quiet. I was like, is she going to show up? Because I had her deployed like halfway across the map. You can have her like halfway across the map, or even all the way across the map. But if you call in a helicopter to extract out, she will magically just show up and jump on the helicopter. It doesn't lower your bond or anything at all. She just shows up and jumps in. Because everyone else gets extracted out by Fulton, but she will actually jump up on your on the helicopter. Alright, well I guess we need to do a mission. Unfortunately, the game will stop progress until you go and complete missions.
Side ops list updated.
I'm surprised it didn't tell me. I mean, usually it says like the legendary like Gunsmith. They're like, well, that's not actually the guy. You need to find the other guy, and it hasn't done that. Outer ground, guided. That's fine. Alright, so let's do a mission. I'm gonna cheat this one.
Select a mission. Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa.
Quiet's gonna stay behind. I'm just gonna take D-Horse. Equipment. Don't need a sniper rifle because I don't plan on going hot. Let's see, hand grenade, night vision goggles. Don't need night vision goggles. Instead, I'm gonna use the stealth camo. Character. Still don't have any good. Services, anything like to really blend in on like in the grass. I mean, everything in Africa spots you just about. Cancel sortie, yes. Just see something real fast. Make sure I'm not missing something for like uniforms. Because if you can get like the dark grass or the grass, that's the best. Like Desert Fox and grass are like the ones you really need to have. Desert Fox will hide you anywhere in Afghanistan. You don't have to worry about being spotted pretty much as long as you have that. Woodland, wet work, have that. Sneaking suits. It just doesn't give it to me yet. Okay. That stinks.
Please specify a project.
Really want still is this one. So I need to have what I need to do this here. Missile guidance specialist. Crap. So I need to get a missile guidance specialist so that I can unlock the killer bees, and then the best one is this one because this one shoots like 8 missiles at once.
Please select a mission.
Boss, this contract comes from the MPLA, the People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola. Apparently, new Western bipedal weapons have been deployed to Ditadi abandoned village and are a threat to their troops. Our job is to eliminate them. The bipedal weapons they're talking about are, of course, walker gears. As I previously reported, they're already in active service with PFs in Africa. But don't you find it strange? A PF employed by the West obtains a prototype developed by the Soviets, yet the Russia-backed MPLA don't know the details. Eastern weapons technology developed in Afghanistan is being supplied to the West in Africa. Only Cypher would be capable of making something like that happen. So, boss, eliminate the Walker Gears at Ditati Abandoned Village, just like the MPLA have asked. Once you do, the PF will need to contact its supplier, giving us a chance to close in on that supplier. Cypher.
Mission heading to Central Africa.
This one definitely want to do it at night. Just so it's easier for you to sneak around, because there's 4 Walker Gears you can either extract out or you can destroy them. As long as something happens to them one way or the other, that's what the goal is. I like the horse because it does give it a little slower approach. It's not as noticeable. You can run and jump on it at the same time, so if things go south, you know, whereas the Walker Gear will just basically sit there and you have to jump on it, the horse will run with you, so you can do a running mount. If it feels like behaving, that's the entire questionable thing, though.
Boss, this contract comes from the People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola, also known as the MPLA. The PF at Ditati Abandoned Village has been supplied with Walker Gears. Your job is to eliminate them all. Destroy them, extract them, whatever you see fit. This just might get us closer to the Walker Gears supplier, Cypher.
The next mission I do like. It's actually, you have to go extract a truck, and you fight some of the Skull unit. But it's really good for, like, I actually made a YouTube video on it. It's really good for extracting out, like, higher ranked soldiers. They are all over the place in that level.
The map has been updated.
Be careful down there, boss.
Pistol out. There's usually like an anti-aircraft cannon too over here. There it is. Oh yeah, maybe.
The targets have been deployed to that outpost. Find and eliminate all of them.
Let me do something first. There's 2 guys on patrol over here. They'll fall over asleep, but I mean, they can walk up and see like, oh, your stuff is missing. You know, there's resources missing. We need to call an alert. It's like, so if you just run over and tag them, they just fall over or sleep, and they will no longer be a problem. This bad boy, oh yeah, come with me.
Analysis complete.
So this is what I hate about Africa, like, you just don't have good camouflage at all. It's just impossible.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
I've been spotted by that guy out before once.
Leave the rest to us. coming too. Roger that. That's a target. Eliminate it any way you'd like.
Oh, right in the kisser. Okay, he's down. Game, jeez. Hey, what does that? Sometimes it just gets you stuck in like in that reflex mode. It's like, I know it's done with. Let's get out of it. He's been neutralized. That's a decoy.
You gotta extract him. Nice work. Good work.
There's another guy.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. That's the way. Right. No targets remaining. Your objective's complete. Exfiltrate out of the hostile by chopper or on land.
Map has been updated.
He's coming too. Roger that.
What I'm going to do now is draw everyone's attention over here.
Okay, subject is in.
We're going to go check out what that explosion is, and there's another guy I can pick up down here.
Analysis complete.
It's being guarded.
Analysis complete.
It's like the dude literally stopped and looked at me and did a double take. Where is the dude? I know he's around here somewhere.
Detected. The map has been updated.
Okay, he's in this hut.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. anti-air radar? It wasn't one of the targets, but that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost.
That's great. Game.
Analysis complete.
Unknown skills, but I'll take them.
Subject
All
on
right.
board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
I think there's some.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
I can't remember what it is, like purple plants over here. Yep, there they are. The purple stuff.
Development project has been added.
Roger.
Support helicopter requested.
And then there we go. Let's get out of Dodge. Probably. Probably a shotgun. It wouldn't surprise me if it was. If it was.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad.
I don't know. Unfortunately, they didn't pay for any licenses for the guns, so they all have to be renamed stuff like the M16 or the M4 is like the MRS4. It's like, okay. Yeah, the MRS4. The MRS4, instead of just saying it's an M4 rifle. Because that's apparently trademarked. Copyrighted, whatever you want to call it.
You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
I am the Emperor
Extraction
Scorpion.
arrived at Mother Base.
All right. Mission complete, boss. Boss, we were right.
For me.
Once you'd eliminated those walker gears, a resupply call was made from Ditati to CFA headquarters. The CFA then contacted none other than Saner. That's right, the shell company that owned Mfinda Oilfield. So Saner was just a front for Cypher. The resupply won't be happening just yet. But we did learn that the walker gears are transported out of Nova Braga Airport.
Nova Braga is a
Apparently,
great place. There's a
distribution
lot of supplies
network on
there.
the Savannah that links all the PF outposts. I'll have the intel team investigate this network. If Cypher is supplying PFs with walker gears, the PFs have to be offering them something in return. We follow the money trail. We might just find ourselves on Cypher's doorstep. Good. You captured it alive.
Drop Socialist. Ooh. Transportation Specialist. And a bunch of other people. Which means I should probably look for troublemakers at this point. I bet a few of them have snuck in for sure.
Mission
Boss,
list
the
updated.
intel team has come back with its report following its investigation into PF logistics. Cypher has to be involved with this distribution network somehow. One thing in particular caught my eye. A convoy that regularly crosses the Savannah. On paper, it's just mined resources going to the government, but the security's much too heavy. At the very least, it's worth checking out. Take a look at the mission.
Alright. What new things can I develop today? Documentation, still something there I missed. You know when like games notify you things like, hey, there's something here. Okay, so this is what I got. That was like the one guy I was carrying that was the mother base soldier. So it was an old picture from Peace Walker. The Kaz and Paz singing together. So those come into play later on in the game where things get really stupider, I guess you'd call it. Development. What else we got?
Please specify a project.
Ooh, the Woo pistol, that's a deadly one. Yep, that is a shotgun.
Plant expansion complete.
Alright, staff management. Let's take a look at this.
Clouds approaching.
Aha! I knew it. You're fired!
Select unit. Staff dismissed.
Don't need no stinking troublemakers. Okay, so I can't do the Intel platform because I don't have enough common metal. But I can do medical, so let's up medical.
Commencing platform construction.
Combat deployments, what do can I send anybody out? I'm not sure. All these things I can only send out like two teams at a time, which is really kind of frustrating because you want to do more. Get more things out of the way. Alright, side up mission. Nope, still not giving me the legendary again. What the heck? Let's just do this one real fast. This is just a simple in and out mission. This is basically go back to where I grabbed the quote-unquote legendary Gunsmith, and there's like 2 material containers there, and I can just like basically extract myself out on them. That's going to help out with the mother base production anyway, because I mean, especially in the early game, metals resources are pretty hard to find, but Nova Braga Airport is like loaded with them. There's like this big section to the kind of the right of the runway that they have, which has like about, I think, 6 cargo containers. And unfortunately there's 3 precious metals containers, like the ones with diamonds, but they're housed inside of a hangar, and you can't get them out until you get the wormhole, which kind of, it just tempts you. It's like, you know they're there, you could really use them, but you can't get them. It's like, oh, come on. So what I normally do for the next upcoming mission I'm going to be doing in just a minute is I run through, complete what I need. I get D-Dog, so it marks like the different people where everyone's at. And then just run through and start picking up everything that I can, like all the different cargo containers and so forth.
Be careful down there, boss.
Okay, so at first I was thinking, like, why do they have all these like cargo containers, like these gold ones that I can't pick up? And yeah, you have to develop wormholes technology. You have to only like pretty much rip space and time apart in order to do it. It's nothing big. Nothing important. just gotta create an Einstein-Rosen bridge and make it stable, and yeah, I mean that's nothing. Go, Mr. Ed, go!
Enemy presence detected.
That's the target.
Analysis complete.
Usually I want to say 3 guys. See if the sonar picks up the third. I think he's inside the hut. Yep. Third is inside the hut.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
There we go.
Analysis.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Side op completed.
You got to extract him.
There we go.
Extraction arrived.
Yeah,
at
like the
Mother
one game
Base.
that like really screws me with that Friendly Tiger is Bayonetta 2, which I used to speedrun before my back got bad and caused me actually physical pain to play it. But there's like a huge money making level, like 2 missions away from the end of the game. So especially when you're speedrunning, because you can't stop and grind out for enemies, you gotta keep going as fast as you can. And of course, it's like, and at the very end of the game, you finally get like the money-making level where it just dumps tons of halos on you, so you can pretty much buy whatever you want at that point. It's like, well, it'd be great if this was like halfway through the game or early on. It'd be a lot better, but take what we can get. Alright, so that's done there.
Please
Turn to
select
Mother Base for a
commanders
minute, and then we're gonna
heading
run
to
off and do that
Mother
other
Base.
mission. And trust me, every single time I streamed myself doing a run of Bayonetta 2, I complained about it. Every time. I'm like, oh good, the money-making level at the very end of the game. Look out, everybody! I'm a maniac!
Welcome back, boss.
As long as they can hear you, like through the sonar ping, they'll know you're there and basically they'll raise up their tactical stuff. Oh look, posters! Now, it used to be, like in the early versions of this game...
Train with me, boss.
Oh, that's it. You're getting a beating. And your friend too. Nobody's safe.
Thank you for getting those animals out.
You bet.
Thank you, boss.
You're welcome. So, one of the early versions of the game, like before it got patched out, it cost you money to call your helicopter, even at Mother Base. Like, because you'd be here, and you'd like, okay, I need to get in the helicopter to get out of here, and it would charge you money. It was like, why?
Roger.
I'm at the home base, you'd see like your GMP count go. So one of the ways they started to counter it was they put up the posters there to basically make sure you have some kind of income coming in whatsoever to at least cover the cost for the helicopter to come. At least like, if you have like no enhancements on the helicopter, it covered it exactly. But of course, if you have like faster engines on, you're looking at like $50,000 just to deploy your helicopter, so that became pointless. Then they put out a patch which just got rid of the charging for it, so that was the smart thing to do.
Gaining altitude.
Alright, so for this next mission, I'm going to need a grenade launcher and a missile launcher. That'll be fun. And we're going to need the heavy body armor. And I'm not going to take D-Dog with me at first because he runs a huge risk of getting shot and killed. So I'll take a Jeep just to drive out where I need to go. But actually, like, I made a YouTube video showing like how you can run around and keep like harvesting people. Especially because like a little bit later on, you start getting like S-rank soldiers here. And this level, this mission has a lot of them for whatever reason. So when you take D-Dog with you, he automatically spots where the enemies are. So you can just look at them and pick up only the S-rank ones or the soldiers you're looking for entirely. So it helps out a lot. There we go. Alright, mission list. Let's do it. I played the newest Metal Gear Solid game. Well, this is the... Oh, Survive? No. No, no, no. Not playing Metal Gear Survive at all.
Boss, about those walker gears deployed
When I
by
think
the
about it,
CFA,
it's a cheap cash
it appears
grab
that
by
it's not
Konami.
just the
Basically,
CFA.
they realized they
All
screwed
along
up.
the Angola-Zaire border are
Then
also
thought for some
getting
reason that
equipped with
fans
them.
would buy
The
whatever
bipedal
game that they put
technology
out
was
without
developed by
Kojima
the
doing it.
Soviets.
And it was literally an
The
asset
snipers that once
switch. I mean,
primed
they had all the
the
assets from this game and basically
question
just
is
made a
why?
game out of it,
What's
and
in
it's
it
like
for
a
them?
zombie horde
The
game.
answer
Zombie
may lie
defense
in the
game is all it is.
compensation being traded to Cypher by the PFs. Many outfits operating in Africa
Oh, go
get
here
locally
and
mined
put up some
resources
fences
at
and
spoils of
survive
war.
3 or 4 waves of zombies, then
Diamonds,
extract
nuggets
out,
of
and then
gold and rare metals.
repeat over and over and
According
over
to the
again.
intel
It's
team, there's a
it's like,
PF convoy that
people didn't fall
regularly
for it,
transports
so
the
it
goods,
didn't sell well.
escorted by armored vehicles, no less. Pretty heavy security for crossing the remote Angolan savannah. I can't imagine Cypher would
Yeah,
be
it's pretty
so
lame.
interested in minerals alone. Those convoys have to be transporting something else. Something that holds the key to Cypher's plans. Boss, I want you to extract the truck, cargo and all, from the PF convoy. Let's find out what Cypher's real goals are.
Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa.
Alright, select equipment. You gotta load yourself up here. So, just get rid of these dots. Whoop. Shotgun, same thing. Grenade launcher. So this one is pretty good. This one is... used to be more powerful, but it takes forever to reload. This one is a clip, so it goes faster. Or a magazine, I should say. And then we're going to grab a rocket launcher. Let's see. This one does pretty well. It's not the one I want, but it's the one we're going to use. Support weapons, that's fine. Extra stuff, C4 I will not be needing for this mission. Capture cage. I'll just take it and drop it still one anyway. Let's see. Items, stealth camo I do not need. Buddy, you're gone. I'll be calling in D-Horse or D-Dog in a minute when I get to where I need to go. Wait, is that a support truck? No, it's the Jeep. This is the faster Jeep. Okay, character. Snake. Battle dress, you better believe it. We're gonna be taking a lot of damage. And let's see, secondary weapon. Let's go like a shotgun portable shotgun, just as a backup. I don't think I'll be needing to use it, but it's good to have. Alright, commence mission, 6 o'clock in the morning, so that way I know where everybody's at. Because they do have different patrols and different like routes and positions depending on the time of the day, so I always hit this one up at 6 o'clock in the morning so I know exactly where everyone's at. So the goal is to basically drive behind the airport and scale a wall, and it'll put you like right next to where the truck is. Because the first time I played the game, I didn't know where it was. I had to go and find intel, then find out what route it's at, and find everybody in an open field. Forget that nonsense. You can go right to the source if you know where they're at least, to start with.
Boss, your objective is to steal an entire truck from a PF convoy. We don't have a fix on the truck we want, but the intel team has spotted the unit that's been tasked with escorting it. They're stationed at the guard post to the north of Nova Braga Airport on the Savannah. The rendezvous with our target will be any time.
I was really hoping it'd give me more of the legendary Gunsmith. I really need that guy.
It should lead you right to the target truck. Boss, extract them from the mission area. You can check the target details on your iDroid.
Body armor failed. Boo. That stinks. So they're still gonna have body armor, and I probably lost personnel, but well, let's be honest, I probably set them up to fail anyway. Sometimes I'll take lower ranking missions just to flush out the weaker people. Take out telecommunications. You don't need no telephone poles. Although in actuality that would just totally destroyed my Jeep. Oh, we got flying forward. Mission failed. Things of that nature.
Detected. The map has been updated.
Okay, good. The guys are over there already, so I can just go running right around the corner. That's the truck I need to steal. And oh look, it's our friends, the Skulls.
Mission info has been updated. The map has been updated.
Completed your objective. Now get out of the hot zone.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Hold still. Thanks. Not even faulted them out. Huh, that sucks. So normally you can just faulted them straight out of there, and I guess the game doesn't want me to do that right now. D-Dog, drop you on me. Are you any good? Not really. I can kill you and not care.
What could be so important that it would require two
It's a
major
power
PFs
supply,
to
take
guard
that
it?
out. You're pretty good. Basically had to go and steal a truck full of mysterious materials I needed, and I just fought off the Skulls. And this is like, basically this is where I run through and pick up a whole bunch of stuff. Lots of different cargo containers, you know, all sorts of Balls are good stuff. There's usually pretty good soldiers here too, so I like this mission because it's fast, and you can usually get pretty good people out of it. That's pretty much it. I'll probably do like one more side mission when this is done, and probably call it for tonight. Had a long day. Had to do a lot of shopping today, and in my condition, it's not a good thing.
Complete buddy has arrived. The map has been updated.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Oh, get out of here. You're on biological materials. Hey, dog. Let's go over here. Running. Cargo containers! Yeah! There's some here, and then there's more out on the other side. This is why I bring along D-Dog for this mission, particularly after you defeat the skulls, because if he's here with you right now, he tends to get blown up or shot to death by the skulls. But he automatically marks where people are, so you can see where they're hiding and if they're worth picking up or not.
Analysis complete.
Yeah, so over to the right, where, like, on the other side of this building that I'm looking at right now, is a hangar where you have 3 cargo containers full of extra materials, but diamonds you can't pick up yet. Crap, I'm gonna call in an airstrike on that stupid thing in a minute, when I get clear of it.
Enemy presence detected.
He's coming too. Roger that.
So what I'm gonna do right now is call in an airstrike. Bombardment on this area, because there's actually communications material over there. You can take it out, and it carries over to the next mission, which is valuable. No, get out of there. Hate when that happens. Same button to folding it back to your base is the same button that basically makes you get into it.
Will commence shortly. The map has been updated.
Another bombardment strike, this time on the anti-aircraft.
Strike requested.
So I can pretty much call the helicopter right in from the heliport there.
Strike will commence shortly.
Their anti-air radar? It wasn't one of the targets. That's put a hole in their air
Please
surveillance.
select a strike
The chopper
point.
will be able to get
And
in
that should take out anybody with the other final radar. And look, all these fun cargo containers here too. It's great.
Strike will commence shortly. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Now, everyone is still stunned from the skulls coming by, so you have like a limited amount of time, but these guys will wake back up.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Now right now I'm mostly focusing on resources and cargo containers, but other times I would take that Jeep, go riding out to a couple other outposts and start snagging up more high-level guys too, but like I said, right now it's just basically focusing on quick resources that I can get my hands on. And trust me, there's even more materials that I am not picking up because I just don't have time for it right now. This is a good place to revisit. Nope. No, because I don't have the money to buy it. I'm not really into the Just Cause games. I've tried it before, but I don't know, it just seemed like too open-worlded for me. I just need a little more structure kind of deal. What I really liked back in the day was Mercenaries. Like, the first Mercenaries was a lot of fun. Which is kind of like what they based like the Just Cause series off of. That was a lot of fun. First game was kind of cool. Second one, I tried out. I pirated the third one just to try it out to see what it was really like on the computer. And, wow, it was like 5-minute loading times. And it turns out I was not the only one. But no, I don't really have any plans to do Just Cause 4. Probably have to read up some stuff about it and see if it's worth getting in the future.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Look at all the stuff I stole.
Development project has been added.
Yep. I've actually, I'm like one of the weirdest people for pirating stuff, because like, if I'm not sure if a game will run on my PC, and if it's been like cracked or so, I'll download it, fire it up and go, oh cool, it works, and then I actually delete it and put it on my Steam wishlist. So it's like, I'm the only person who actually like, tries things out and go, cool, it works, or it doesn't work, and get rid of it. Which is kind of rare, because usually people are like, well, I got the game for free, I'm going to play it forever, and for me, I'm just like, ah, cool, it works, off and on my Steam list. Almost everything on my Steam list is games that I've downloaded to try out, then delete it off my computer and just put it on there for whenever it goes on sale.
Malachite isn't valuable enough to warrant an escort. The real cargo was likely the second item, a shielding container.
Because there's been some games, like Just Cause 3 I was interested in, and then I tried it and went, whoa, this is kind of a train wreck. If it's going to take 5 minutes to load every single time and have massive problems, it's not worth my time. Because unfortunately, like, the way that games have gone, it's like, they got rid of demos. I mean, you used to be able to, like, try a demo of a game in the past, even like a couple years ago, demos still existed. But unfortunately, they pretty much have seemed to, like, gone the way of the dodo. You can't really find demos for a lot of games anymore. So it's kind of like, it's kind of weird. So basically that's what I do it for. Like I said, it's like I'm the most like reverse pirate ever. I download a game and go, cool, it works, or it's a lot of fun. Boop, off it goes. So I also did like the same thing. Oh, cool, Bark. What was it? The newest Tomb Raider game. That was another one that, because like you see like all these PC requirements, like you have to have a super beefy supercomputer to play, and I'm like, will it work on my computer? And like, oh, it does. Neat. Gone. So yeah, demos were useful. Not only did it give you an option to, of course, try out the game, but, you know, at least it lets you know how it run, especially on PC. It was very valuable. But then I can see that there's also problems with demos, like for, what was it, Yakuza 0, I think it was. They put out a demo for it. It was the entire game, but they decided to lock like only the rest of the game behind the first mission. So the first mission you could do, then the demo would end. Unfortunately, they forgot to put out the correct code for that, so people for like about a 4-hour time period were able to download the entire game for free. Oops. Because demos do take a lot of work. And sometimes companies are just like, well, we'll lock the rest of the game, so that way if you want to buy it after you've downloaded this big massive 60 gigabyte file or however big it is, then you can just basically, we'll send out an unlock key and the rest of the game will open up and it'll be just like normal. But they forgot to do that. And there was another game too that happened as well that I laughed about. And Mega 64 kind of, like, they alluded to it as well. They had a video about, like, basically it's a guy's a video game developer, and he decided he's going to go into the pizza making business. He's like, here you go, this is like a demo slice. And the guy's like, hey, thanks for the pizza, and just, like, eats the entire thing. He's like, what the hell? He's like, you're supposed to pay me for it. He's like, why? You just gave me the entire pizza. see, what is it? Yeah, if pizza was video games, here we go. Bam! Check that out sometime. It's a lot. It's pretty good. It's a funny video if you have not seen it. Mega64 makes some pretty funny videos sometimes.
Side ops list updated.
This is an emergency.
Mission list
We had 2
updated.
intel team agents undercover at the PF, Contract Forces of Africa. The CFA have captured them both. They don't have long to live. You've got to get them out of there ASAP. This means Cypher might be getting wind of our existence. We may need to move more cautiously from now on. I just hope this incident has nothing to do with them. I've added the details to your mission list. Don't let them down, boss.
It's critical. You can just get them whenever you feel like. But it's critical. Life and death. They're about to die, but, I mean, you can do some side missions if you really want. Ah, crap. Okay, so this guy's in the brig. Can't get rid of him yet, which sucks. You can't fire people who are in the brig or sick bay or whatever until they get out. So this must be a guy I picked up. No, it's a guy I've had in there, apparently. He got promoted, but now he's in the brig, so... Probably caused a fight. Yeah. Causes trouble with you and injuring staff. So he probably injured this dude. This is why I don't like troublemakers. Challenge task list. List. There we go. Combat deployment. Let's see. Side ops. Do I have anything still? Can I please get the guy I need? Why are you like this game? Why do you not want me to be happy? This guy's in the cave system. Ugh.
Please select a landing zone.
Eastern Communications.
Mission
Gosh,
not
all these like
accepted.
side ones are terrible. Mine clearing. We'll do that real fast.
Please
We'll have this be the
select a
last little
landing
mission
zone.
for tonight.
Heading to Afghanistan.
This one's nice, simple, and easy. Come on, game, load up the assets. Let's go. Sure. And there we go. Electric hand grenade, that's fine. I do not need a vehicle for this endeavor. Don't need a heavy combat suit either.
Deploying.
No problem. This is gonna be my last little mission for tonight. So I'm thinking I might stream some PlayStation games tomorrow. Either that or Saturn. Probably some PlayStation. Have some fun with that. Maybe replicate with the horrors that is the PlayStation Classic, because it's the exact same cores in RetroArch. Download maybe a PAL copy of a game or two. if I can tackle the sheep. Come back here. Look out, D-Dog. Dog. Stupid. Okay. So I can't knock out this. Can't knock him out that way. Oops, let's grab this real quick. And ooh, Halma, you're important. You are very rare.
You have arrived at your destination.
Yeah, so mines in this game are a real problem to deal with. But as long as you have like D-Dog, especially on these like mine hunting missions, it becomes very easy. But if you're trying to sneak into a place and all of a sudden start coming across mines, those are terrifying because they're very hard to spot. Oh. Yes, it is. Just copy and paste it directly. If Pizza Was Video Games by Mega64. That is the exact title, I just actually copied and pasted it.
Marker removed. Marker plate. Marker plate. Marker plate. Marker placed.
No problem. Alright, let's see. So what other ones here?
Marker removed. Marker removed.
Marker placed. Marker placed. Marker placed.
Marker placed.
So I also brought along the Geist, which is German for ghost. And what's cool about this gun? Now this isn't the auto fire one. There is actually like you can get a version like you'll get upgraded where you can actually shoot it like you'll be rapid fire. So it'll shoot like 3 rounds in bursts. Just like that, side ops done.
Side ops list updated. Marker removed. Extraction arrived at mother base. Marker placed.
This game, oh man, this would not be able to run on a Switch. Distracted wandering mother base soldiers. Oh, that might be a pain in the butt.
Marker placed.
But you know, let's drop in a tranquilizer gun and see if I can do it anyway, since I'm so close to it.
Please or supplies
I mean,
requested.
you probably could do it, but it'd be a very downgraded version. Because this game did come out for the PlayStation 3 and the 360, and the Switch is just about as strong as the 360. It's slightly stronger.
Supply
But not by a
drop
whole
complete.
lot. But yeah, it's almost the same specs as the Xbox 360. So you probably could port it, but it'd basically be the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 versions. But I don't know if people would really buy it though, especially with the whole big backlash that was against Konami and because of the Kojima stuff. So I don't know if people would go for it, if there'd be a big market for it. Because they've also given away this game so many times too for like PlayStation Plus and things of that nature, so I don't know if that'd really go over well if all of a sudden you have like a $60 version of it. Or if you'd have like another Donkey Kong Country situation. What was it, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze or whatever it was, they just ported to the Switch. It's like you can buy the game on the Wii U for 20 bucks, or you can buy the Switch version which runs exactly the same, but has Funky Kong added for 60 bucks. And to cause even more controversy, when they were releasing the Switch version, they pulled the Wii U version store. They pulled it out of the store so you couldn't buy it at all. Because they wanted you to buy the Switch version instead. And when people started to complain, they finally put it back in there. I don't think the game's gonna spawn in the guy just yet until I hit the circle. How big is the circle? It's gonna cover this entire stupid rock, I'm sure. Yeah, Funky Kong is not worth $40 more. It's a decent game. I played it on Simu emulator to try it out. I was like, okay. I didn't really like it. I mean, I'm a fan of the old school Donkey Kong Countries, the Super Nintendo ones. I like those a lot better. But here's a hot take. I didn't really like Donkey Kong Country 2 a lot. I like the first game the best. I think 3 is okay, but 2 I thought was highly overrated. And keep in mind, this is coming from a person who tracked down a full, complete, and boxed copy of that game. There he is.
Analysis complete.
Hold
I
still.
remember him. He was off base during the attack 9 years ago. Bring him home, boss.
Ah, crap, he's using smoke grenades. And here's the thing, too. I mean, the Switch has pretty much become... The Switch is like the Wii U 2, basically. Which they should have had a tie-in with the music group U2. So basically it has like all their albums put on the thing and you can't get rid of them. Is that smoke going to disperse anytime soon? That'd be handy. But it was a missed opportunity. The Wii U 2! But basically it seems like the Switch is just nothing but like a Wii U port machine. 'Cause they're basically porting all these games over to the Switch now that didn't sell on the Wii U.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
So, and I say that as a person who's bought Bayonetta 2 twice for this Switch.
Development complete.
So I bought the physical copy, and then it turns out the digital copy runs even faster, so I had to buy that one, so... Oh, thanks, D-Dog.
Development complete.
I mean, you got like Mario Kart 8, that was ported over. That was for the Wii U. Ah, crap. Then you have Hyrule Warriors, there we go. That was ported again. Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball Fighters, I should say. Yeah, it's alright, I have it on PC. It's kind of a slog for the story mode. I still need to... I really want Android 21, but the story mode is such a slog to get through. I still haven't done it. There we go. Third time's a charm. Yeah, so I didn't buy the season pass, so I didn't. I bought like 1 or 2 characters and that was it. But what annoyed me about Dragon Ball Fighters, other than the story mode being a total slog, is it's like they keep releasing Vegeta and Goku. Like, here's Vegeta and Goku. Here's them as Super Saiyans. They're completely different characters. Here's them as the Ultra Instinct. Here they are in the original series before they became Super Saiyan. It's like, quit releasing the same 2 damn characters over and over. Give us new characters. Give us Master Roshi. Give us Mr. Satan. Give us things that would be awesome to have. You know, that would be worth it, but instead it's like they keep releasing Goku and Vegeta. And I expect that they're going to be, like Season 2, they're going to have Ultra Instinct versions of them again. You know, Ultra Instinct and Perfect Super Saiyan from the Dragon Ball Super. So we're gonna have like 8 Gokus, and then you have Goku Black, who is technically not Goku, but he's still a Goku body. So take that as you will. Now it's kind of like, reminds me of like when Capcom couldn't count to 3 with Street Fighter for many years.
Support helicopter requested.
So what I really want is like Master Roshi and Mr. Satan. Those would be awesome. Bardock, I don't really care about Bardock. Like I said, it's another Goku character. It's basically, he's his own character, sure, but he's basically was a Goku body again, so... It's like, it's kind of like when Ultra Street Fighter 4, they had the Capre, which is plays completely different from Cammy, but basically instead of like developing a new character, they took Cammy's body and cloned it. Exactly, it was basically all that they do at that point was program animations for attacks. They didn't have to develop a brand new model.
This is Pequod, on station at LZ.
I mean, the game is fun. When I go online, I get my butt totally kicked, but it's like, it's alright, but it definitely needs better characters, especially for the different seasons. And I'm not really a fan of season passes where, I mean, I remember, to sound like the old fart that I am, I remember back in my day when you'd play a fighting game and you'd unlock people by playing the game. You'd unlock things, you didn't have to keep spending money on it. You'd have to spend another $30 for characters. And yes, I know that developing them after the fact, it's not like Street Fighter Cross Tekken where they had half the roster literally locked away on the disc. They were completed, you had to pay another $30, $20 or so to get them unlocked. It's not that they were actually like, you know, developing these things and releasing them afterwards, but it's still, it's frustrating to constantly have to keep buying your games over and over and over them. You know, like Tekken 3, like, I plan on playing Tekken 3 tomorrow on stream for a little bit. And that was a game where you had all the characters there on the disc, you just had to unlock them.
Side ops list updated.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to like Google how to get the legendary Gunsmith, because I really want that guy. He's just too good. I mean, I really need him anyway, so it's like, this is kind of getting frustrating that I can't mod any of my guns. It didn't give me the other parts of it, so... Yeah, so I think for fun, what I'll do tomorrow is also, like, basically, I'll download the PAL version of the game, just so we can see how bad it is on the PlayStation Classic. But for now, I'll tell you what, we're going to take a quick little shortcut, and we're going to watch a Mega 64 video, just so everybody can see it, because it's fun. So give me a second. Desktop. Ooh, like a hall of mirrors.
I'm tired of making millions of dollars in video games. Being filthy rich is boring. I want to take everything I've learned in this industry and use it to create something I'm passionate about. I want to make pizza.
Hold on a second, let's put it to 720p. It signed me out of my Google, interesting. We'll make it full screen, because my computer should be able to handle it. Should.
Hello, thank you for calling VG Piz Masters. The Piz is short for pizza. What can I get for you?
Hey, I hear you guys are a new pizza company.
Sure are! Would you like to try a sample of our pizza? Maybe we could send you a free pizza demo.
Hell yeah!
Hey, here you go.
Free pizza. You guys are amazing.
That's right. Okay, but this is a demo, so we got a free slice for you to try out, but I brought the whole pizza to you in case you like it and you want more. You get paid for the whole pizza, and you get to keep the whole pizza. It's easy.
Ronnie! Pizza's here! Hey, Sally!
Oh, what the fuck? You started eating the rest of the pizza?
Yeah, well, you delivered the whole thing.
That was just a demo slice.
Yeah, fuck that. I ate it.
Wait, no.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 15, that was the other one. I'll explain it in a second.
We're fucking stupid. VG Pizmasters, what can I get for you?
Yo, what kind of deals you guys
You
got?
can get an entire large pizza for just 99 cents.
Awesome. What kind of pizza?
Well, it's just the dough. But if you want some sauce, you can pay 400 pizza coin points and we'll send you the sauce. Or you can wait just 3 hours and we'll give you the sauce for free.
What are pizza coin points?
See, you can earn points by eating pizza, or you can buy
that's
points
good.
for 50 cents each.
You mean eating raw dough?
We're offering a full pizza experience at competitive prices.
Yeah, I just added everything up, and a Supreme Combo pizza would cost like $500.
This is pizza as a service.
Fuck that.
Hello? Hello? VG Pizmasters, what can I get for you?
Hi, I'd like a pepperoni pizza.
You can have a pizza for regular price.
Oh, good. I'll take it.
It comes with one topping.
Great. Pepperoni, please.
You don't get to pick the toppings are random.
No.
If you want, you can spend your pizza coin points to unlock a new topping.
Pepperoni.
Those toppings are also random.
I want pepperoni.
You might get pepperoni. If not, just keep unlocking pizza toppings crates until you get what you want. Of course, you're not required to unlock
Just
anything
give
to
me
enjoy our pizza.
fucking pepperoni.
Hi, I ordered a pizza.
That's right, you're all paid up and fresh out of the oven. Hot pepperoni pizza. Hope you enjoy.
Hey, Bobby, are you home? I got the pizza. I'm coming
Whoa,
over.
whoa. Hang up the phone. Look, you can enjoy this pizza on your own, alone, that's fine. But if you're thinking about taking that to a friend's house, I'm afraid they're gonna have to pay too.
This is my pizza.
Technically, we made the pizza, so it belongs to us. We just let you use it. Crazy bitch. BG Pizmasters.
Hi, you guys just delivered an empty pizza box to my house?
Have you checked the internet connection? Our pizzas require you to be online at all times in order to enjoy the pizza.
The hell? Why?
We're not spying on you.
What?
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 Hey, can I get a pizza?
You know what? I'm not enjoying this. I want to go back to the classic pizza. You know, just a guy baking pizza, delivering it like normal. That's why I'm starting a Kickstarter. I'm gonna get my own pizza oven. I'm gonna develop my own pizza dough recipe. I'm gonna farm my own toppings, and I'm gonna have a whole fleet of delivery drivers. All I need is $500,000.
Okay, well, you got it.
What?
Yeah, your Kickstarter. I checked it. Looks like it's totally funded.
But I don't even have a pizza oven. I guess I can make dough. I don't have a dough recipe yet. Shit. Well, I'll definitely have that pizza ready for you in 2 to 3 years. I promise. I promise.
In 3 years, if we hit our stretch goals. All right, yeah, I love that skit. It's just so spot on for like video game industry entirely, especially the Kickstarter part. Like, yeah, hey, we hit the goal, and I don't have anything yet, and we might get the game out in 3 years. We'll see. No guarantee. All right, so we're back up to here with this. But with that lovely little moment here of Mega 64. Oh no, it didn't work. Why are you not working? Play! Ah. I have to have my Syphil and Ollie thing. Come on, man. OBS is weird. But yeah, we've reached the end of the stream. I'm in a lot of pain, and I've hit the length for what I can stream right now, so we're going to call it a stream for right now. I will be back again tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, like always. And I will be streaming, yeah, let's do PlayStation games tomorrow. PlayStation 1 games. Definitely be playing some Tekken, have some fun with that. I'll be showing off exactly why the PlayStation Classic sucks. Because I can actually have I have PCSX rearmed. So I'll be doing that too, and also making it show you what it can look really good with. So I'll have some fun with that. And we'll do that tomorrow. Once again, if you're not sure when 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is for wherever you are in the world, just go ahead and type it into Google. It will let you know. It'll convert it for wherever you are in the world. You can also check me out on Twitter at Wursel555, because I'll always post up there about an hour to 2 hours in advance if I'm going to be streaming just confirming what time it will be, or if I need to be late or whatever, or if I need to cancel it due to whatever's come up, so that way you can stay in touch with it. So thanks for hanging out. Friendly Tiger, Ronnie, you guys showed up there as well. Patrick Tamu as well. Anyone lurking, you guys are always awesome. So thanks for hanging out and chatting. And cool, so you're Eastern time zone as well. Excellent. Good, because I never know, because I have friends all over the world, and people ask me like, well, I'm in so-and-so country. I'm like, I don't know. So Google works amazing. But I will see, hopefully, you all tomorrow. Let's say we'll have some PlayStation fun. So let's play the good old outro videos, huh? Sounds good to me.
9 years ago, their private army was decimated by a secret organization. These men promptly escaped to a new base off the coast of Africa. Today, still hunted by XOF, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can fight them, maybe you can hire the D-Dogs.